Welcome back to the Marquee Media Studio with Mark Haney, igniting the entrepreneurial revolution with the HaneyBiz Project.
Welcome back to the HaneyBiz Project, brought to you courtesy of Hub International. I'm Mark Haney, and today I have the privilege of bringing onto our show Monique Brown. How you doing, Monique?
I am doing great. Thanks for having me, Mark.
Yes, we have a few things that we want to talk about, but I want to get to know Monique Brown, or I want Sacramento to know Monique Brown just a little bit better.
Okay.
Tell us about who is Monique Brown.
Oh, gosh. Really? Okay. First and foremost, as you know, I'm a mom of 5 girls. That's
Yes.
my leading identity there. But I'm also somebody who has a tremendous passion for working with people to empower them to reach their vision, communicate their stories, and get connected with resources to help them grow. And so I've gotten a chance to do that in a lot of different ways in Sacramento, worked with a lot of different people, just some great people in Sacramento to do that.
How would you describe these startups and early stage entrepreneurs?
Passionate. And that is what makes it so fun to work with them. I love sitting in a room with someone who's sharing their ideas with me about what they want to create, and you can kind of just see it come to life right in the room. And it's just so much fun to see people with the creativity that we have in this region and the passion and the heart too. A lot of people who are wanting to do well, but also to do good.
How did you get drawn into this Sacramento entrepreneurial ecosystem?
It's Jack Crawford's fault.
Impact Ventures, my buddy Jack Crawford. He's a good salesman, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, he is. And he tells a great story, and he hooked me from day one, just on the potential for this region. Yep.
Well, yeah, he is. And Impact Ventures are doing so much, in helping these entrepreneurs get themselves funded and in developing their pitches and their approach to the startup.
Yep.
Talk to us about your journey. So you started off at Impact, and now you've expanded your magic.
Yeah. Well, no, I had the absolute pleasure of working with Jack and his team at Impact, and as a part of that on something called the Entrepreneurs Showcase, which is a program that brings in entrepreneurs and works with them over a number of weeks. I think it's 12 weeks is what we used to do, to help them with different areas of their business. And it always culminated in a pitch event. And pretty soon you realize just how powerful being able to tell your story is. And that's where I started to get really dialed in, was about how, a lot of these entrepreneurs have amazing ideas, technology, subject matter expertise, but they're not always awesome at telling their own story. They don't promote themselves enough, right? And so really working with them on how to tell an effective story.
Well, what is the way to do that? Because you and I have worked on pitch contests and on things like that. How do you tell an effective story when you're speaking to an investor?
Right. Well, that's a great question. And, we saw that this last week at King's Capitalize. We had the opportunity to see 16 entrepreneurs try and go through that journey. And I think it always starts with passion. Again, going back to that is, you have to convince the people in the room that you believe so much in what you're doing, and they should believe in you too, right? And so it's convincing them that there's a really meaningful problem that you're solving, that other people care about that problem, and that you are the team with the technology to provide the solution.
Are people ever afraid to get up and speak?
Absolutely.
I have to imagine you're speaking in front of all these investors, people who could be life-changing, game-changing for your business, and you've got to get up there for the pitch of your life.
Yeah.
How do we overcome that?
Well, it's a great question. I mean, it is a really vulnerable position to be in. I mean, you're up there talking about what you're spending your life on, and you're opening yourself up, in fact, inviting, in a sense, criticism or, kind of evaluation of, is this a worthy endeavor, and this is what you're invested in. And I think that it is something that scares a lot of people. And I would say, to Jay's point previously, like, planning is really important. So taking the time to, I think people think that when they see a good pitch that person is a good pitcher. And that's actually most often, that's not why they did such a good job. Right. They have put hours and hours and hours of preparation into the development of their message and into practicing delivery. And so I say first and foremost, it's preparation, right? Second, it's just having that passion and really connecting with that, because you're there because you believe in yourself. And so not being afraid to just stand up and shine, really. So preparation and passion connected together, I think, equals a really fantastic pitch.
Well, let's talk about the Sacramento Kings Capitalize event. What got the Sacramento Kings so motivated to help entrepreneurs?
You know, they approached me a couple years ago. They had an intern who had this idea, is my understanding, and he was phenomenal. And I just have to shout out to the Kings in the way that they engage interns and really empower them. I've seen it over and over again. It is a hallmark of innovation, in a sense, to just like give somebody the opportunity to run with their ideas and see what they can do with it. And they've really done that. And I think Capitalize is an example of that. But they came a couple of years ago after attending one of Impact's demo days and said, hey, had this idea about like running this pitch competition and leveraging our marketing platform to support entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Sacramento. Our ownership really believes that Sacramento is like on the verge of being this great city. And, you know, we have the talent and the creativity and the ideas here, and we want to be a part of showcasing that. And so we worked together over the last couple of years. They have, run this contest, and I'm just there to kind of, have fun with them. I have fun with them, but
it is fun.
Yeah.
We were there the other day. I was one of the panelists or judges, and it got narrowed down to four. Talk to us about that process and what can those four expect from here. We're down to the final four.
Final four, yeah. So we started with applications. I think it was like 75 something applications that came in paper, on paper essentially, digitally. And those were narrowed down to 16 who we had the opportunity to work with through a couple of pitch workshops and pitch reviews. That was the 16 that you saw when we did the judging last week. And out of those, the final four make it to the next stage. And what that involves is they got their videos created by the HaneyBiz team. Thank you very much.
Oh, you bet.
So they have a
little plug for HaneyBiz video group, guys.
Very nice job. So they have basically a 30-second Kickstarter video, which is online now.
Nice.
So fan voting is active. You can go check it out and vote for your...
what's the website?
It's Kings Capitalize.
Kings Capitalize,
if
okay.
you Google that, you'll find, I think it's mba.com/Kings Capitalize, something like that. But yeah, you can vote now, and they will be featured in Arena on March 22nd for Tech Night, at which point the judges, which you get to vote on this, will have selected the winner. Fan voting serves as a tiebreaker, an influencer, if you will, that last judge per se, and they will receive $10,000 in prize money, as well as some introductions to angel investors and some CFO services from County. So we are really excited this year. Every year we've been really fortunate to work with community partners that help to power this event. This year, the city of Sacramento's Sacramento Urban Technology Lab stepped up. And so Lewis Stewart has been a great, as you know, advocate for the city and the entrepreneurs in the city as well. So we're just really lucky.
Well, we are. I think in Sacramento right now, I call it the power of with the Sacramento Kings, with Monique Brown, with the entrepreneurial community, as Lewis Stewart and his team. Anything is possible, and I think we can transform Sacramento in a way that most people can't imagine, and it starts with entrepreneurship. Monique, I want to thank you very much for coming on, for what you do here in the Sacramento entrepreneurial ecosystem and sharing your story today. And I think it's very helpful, and we look forward to finding out the winner coming up in just a couple of weeks. When we return, we will be joined by a superhuman triathlete, Vice President at iHeart Sacramento, Darren Mounts. Join the revolution at HaneyBiz.com, courtesy of the Entrepreneurs Organization of Sacramento and law firm Greenberg Traurig. This is the HaneyBiz Project.